Leaders from the G7 or Group of 7 developed democracies pledged on Sunday to phase out or ban the import of Russian oil as they met with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. The meeting on March 8th was for emphasizing their support and for displaying the unity among Western allies on Victory in Europe Day, which marks Nazi Germany's surrender in 1945. Cutting out Russian oil supplies will hit hard at the main artery of President Putin's economy and deny him the revenue he needs to fund his war. The G7 countries, which include the US, Britain, Canada, Germany, France and Italy and Japan, said in a statement. The statement added that the G7 leaders will ensure that they will do so in a timely and orderly fashion and in ways that provide time for the world to secure alternative supplies. Casting a look back at World War II, the leaders underscored unity in their resolve that Putin must not win. US President Joe Biden's call with the G7 leaders and Zelenskyy lasted about an hour. The US also announced new sanctions against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. They include cutting off Western advertising from Russia's 3 biggest television stations, banning US accounting and consulting firms from providing services to any Russian, and piling additional restrictions on Russia's industrial sector, including cutting off Moscow from wood products, industrial engines, boilers, bulldozers, and more. The White House announced the new sanctions ahead of the May 9 Victory Day, when Russia traditionally celebrates Nazi Germany's defeat in 1945 with huge military parades. The US and European allies have been seeking to convey the message that Putin is further isolating Russia from the rest of the world and doing enormous harm to Russian economy. Ahead of the call, UK officials said Britain will provide an extra £1.3 billion in military support to Ukraine to help the nation defend itself against Russian forces. The funding, which comes from British government reserves, includes £300 million of military kit promised by Prime Minister Boris Johnson earlier this week, such as radar systems to target Russian artillery, GPS jamming equipment and night vision devices. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made a surprise visit to Ukraine on Sunday, touring the northern town of Irpin, which had been heavily damaged by Russia's attempt to take the capital of Kyiv at the start of the war. The mayor on Sunday posted images of Trudeau on social media, saying that the Canadian leader was shocked by the damage he saw at civilian homes. Trudeau's office later said the Prime Minister is in Ukraine to meet with President Zelenskyy and reaffirm Canada's unwavering support for the Ukrainian people. Jill Biden also made an unannounced visit on Sunday, holding a surprise Mother's Day meeting in western Ukraine with First Lady Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Biden traveled under the cloak of secrecy, becoming the latest high-profile American to enter Ukraine during its 10-week-old war with Russia. In Germany, Chancellor Olaf Scholz said in a televised address that Sunday was a May 8th like no other. He said Germany has worked hard to own up to its actions during World War II, reconciling with both Russia and Ukraine and committing itself to the concept of never again. But Russia's barbaric invasion of Ukraine in February has brought war back to Europe, a prospect that once seemed unthinkable, Scholz said. German Bundestag President Bärbel Baas, the second highest ranking German official after the president, met Zelenskyy in Kyiv on Sunday and attended a memorial event honoring the anniversary of the end of World War II. Ukrainian Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal posted a photo of himself shaking hands with Baas on Twitter. He wrote that Ukraine is counting on Germany's support to recover Ukraine and join the European Union's 27 nations. Croatia's Prime Minister was also in Ukraine on Sunday following reports that a Croatian citizen fighting in Mariupol was captured by Russian forces. The Croatian government said the visit by Prime Minister Andrej Plenković presented an expression of solidarity and support with the Ukrainian leadership and the people.